hardest part about writing a book? I'm not talking about coming to the conclusion of a story. I'm talking about the end of the entire process until you're ready to release it to the market for readers to read. So for me, the first process took about 2 years and 8 months. I had to write it and then edit it and then rewrite it and then edit, write it, rewrite. And then the next process after that took, well, first you sent out your manuscript to the publisher and then you get it back as a real book. That's very exciting. But then you have to proof it. Not quite ready. Send it back, get another proof, send it back, and so on. So the entire process for me took about a little over 3 years before it was ready to be released to market. Now, does anyone here make lists? Because I am a list maker. I have the daily list, I have the lifelong list, I have the high priority list and the low priority list. And then I do something a little strange. If I do something and it's not on my list, I write it on my list just so I can do what? Cross it off. I love crossing things off because it means I've finished something, I've accomplished it. It's a great feeling. And so when I got the final copy back of my book, you had better believe that I got myself a permanent Sharpie marker. Yeah. And I went, done! Cross that baby off my list. Oh yeah. What a great feeling. So a few days later, I go out. It's a gorgeous morning. I take a walk by the lake. It's blue sky and some sketchy clouds and silver light bouncing off the lake, a slight breeze. Just a beautiful morning. And I'm walking along and I'm talking to myself because I tend to do that. I was really happy when those Bluetooths came out because, well, this way if somebody's walking past me and I'm talking with my hands, which I tend to do all the time, I can just pretend that I'm talking to my Bluetooth. Oh yeah, that's right, hey, it's okay now. Yeah? This way I don't look completely neurotic. And I'm thinking about my daughter. See, she had just moved out of state about a month or two before. And I don't know if anybody here has a daughter that has moved away, but boy, I cried every day for months. I felt empty and sad. My baby, my creation, my lifelong project, here she was gone for good. At least I thought it was for good. I mean, I know they go away and they come back and they go away and they come back, but this time it was a $300 round trip plane ticket, so I was pretty sure she was gone for good. But I couldn't protect her anymore. You know? I mean, who knows? She could be criticized, praised, embraced, tossed aside. You know, the thing is, now she had to create a life of her own, and I had to let her go. But that's when it hit me. The parallels between my daughter leaving and my book being released. Wow. My book was a 3-year plus project. It was my creation, my baby. And here I was, putting it out there for everybody to read. And within hours of putting it on the market, I started to have second thoughts. Will my book be embraced? Will it be criticized? What if nobody likes it? What if nobody reads it? But then, wait, what if everybody loves it and I have to quit my day job and go on a world tour? What if my book was about to take on a life of its own, and I had to let it go. And that, my friends, is why they call this a book release.